How do you do, my fellow squishies? And yes, this is in fact a special live stream for today and probably today only. Possibly tomorrow, I guess we'll find out. I am aware that your planet has these silly things called time zones, and I'm attempting to accommodate those humies who do not live in the standard audience time zones for, well, my audience. So here we are, at whatever time of the day it is for you, doing this all over again. Although it's not necessarily all over again, since we are in fact playing a different game today. And hopefully someone can hear me. It's always nice when I'm sitting here talking to myself. There we go. Confirmation. And in fact, notifications worked. Thank the great maker. Granted, I had to use an everyone ping on Discord, which I'm sure entertained so many of you, but that's the way of things. Apparently, the announcement channels don't do what Discord indicated they should do, so we have to deal with everyone pings. So goes life. Where was I? I do try to announce these things ahead of time so you all can clear your schedules and attend them appropriately, but admittedly I only announce them so many places because really keeping up with all the different various social media systems you have on your planet is way too much. I should probably subcontract it out to a minion, but do you have any idea how hard it is to get good help these days? And while we are sitting on our thumbs waiting for people to show up, I will again remind you that we are still running the fundraiser for Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. So if you're feeling particularly generous, don't worry about me. Instead, donate to the program that helps your little tiny squishy humies read. After all, literacy is somewhat essential. What is the game today? I guess we'll find out. It's a game I have not played ever before. I just turned it on a little while ago to make sure it actually, worked and hooks up to all of my various broadcast tools. So I guess we'll be finding out momentarily once I kick over there. For those catching up with yesterday's episode, we did in fact wrap up the FTL game finally. It should be all published and processed and all that good nonsense on YouTube right now, so you can see all the commentary that was going on while I was playing the game. And yes, for some reason, YouTube does take its dandy little time getting all that processing done. I finished the live stream 12 hours before they actually said, oh yeah, there was a live stream and here's the published product. I have no idea what it's doing in that amount of time, but that's YouTube for you. Anyways, we won. Apparently set a high score for that instance of the game. Defeated the rebel flagship quite handily, although that last round was a little sketch there for a minute while she was doing her Death Blossom nonsense. But we prevailed. Seems like attendance for today's stream will be a little lower than average, but that makes sense. As I've pointed out before, the majority of my audience is from the North American continent, and this is midday for them, I believe. And they're probably out doing better things like touching grass or checking out that evil glowing ball of fiery hate in your sky. So can't really blame them for not wanting to sit around and listen to me fumble about in a game. Alright, but I do believe we are far enough along that whoever is going to show up probably has shown up. And we will see what we can do. If I can get everything set up to actually work, that would be nice. Let's start there. How about that? Alright, with no further ado, whatever the phrase is, we will, in fact, be attempting Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. As you may have noticed, the Dreadnought era is not particularly a one that I am terribly educated about on your planet. So I figured this might be entertaining and possibly educational to see what kinds of monstrosities I can build in it while still maintaining some degree of functionality. I understand that there was a great hue and cry for Stanley Project or something? I've forgotten what it was called now. Stanley Parable. And given the hue and cry for it, we will actually circle back to that in the future and maybe make some sort of special event about it or something, since it's supposed to be quite entertaining, and my commentary about the various goings-on in it might be even more entertaining somehow. I am always confused by what entertains y'all, so we'll just give it a shot to see what happens. Anyways, we are going to be attempting Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. I am going to go ahead and assume that the quote-unquote Naval Academy is where I should start, since I have no idea what I am doing. Likewise, what was I going to say? I just totally lost it. I'm sure it wasn't that important. Oh, right. There is apparently not going to be any background music on this particular game. There was a warning that came up at the very first time I opened the game, warning YouTubers and Twitchers and whatever other streaming platform things you weirdos use, that apparently the music in the game has complicated ownerships and will cause copyright strikes that will eventually get taken down, but in the meantime they're just annoying and frustrating. So I muted the music to avoid any problems for everyone, so they didn't have to go de-strike me and I didn't have to deal with YouTube yelling at me, so you'll just have to deal without the music. Apologies? Alright. Make sure I've got everything all set up and popped out and doing what it's supposed to be doing. There we go. Alright. Do I know how long it takes to build ships in this game? I have no earthly idea. Like I said, I've never played it. Let's find out. Naval Academy. Alright, objective. Destroy a stationary target as fast as you can. Can I run into it? Test the significance of gun technology, so no. And firepower versus a heavily armored ship that is stationary and will not shoot back. You must destroy the target within the time limit. Cool. Okay. You will build a battleship. We will have, wow, $111 million. I wonder if that's inflation adjusted for the era, or it is simply just a number they pulled out of their heinies. Destroy one battleship, time limit of 12, I assume minutes. That better not be hours, because that would be a little too long for this live stream. Win conditions, sink all of the one battleship. The enemy is mobile. It has 11-inch maximum belt armor. Depending on the era, that's either a lot or not that much. Enemy will not shoot any weapons. Both sides will not shoot torpedoes. Oh, come on. And I can choose a bonus. Optimize secondary guns, optimize main guns, or balanced gun techs. Small guns plus 10 tech. Big guns plus 10 tech. 4, 5, and explosives. I guess we'll do secondaries? Let's see what happens. Behold, a hull. Alright, fine. Engine efficiency 0. That seems great. Weight, 7,000 tons out of, I assume, 14.7 available 1,000 tons. Cost 35,000 out of 111 million. You build one max battleship. Main tower is needed. Yeah, it doesn't appear to have a conning tower on this thing, and I'm going to go ahead and assume that this is probably the bow. Yeah, it probably doesn't have a tumble home hull. Yeah, that seems right. Okay, pitch 24.3 and roll 23.4. What? Why does it have pitch and roll? It's a ship. Is that trying to tell me it's unbalanced? I love the level of detail they're providing me and not telling me anything of what it means. Fascinating. Alright, this is apparently based off of the Mississippi, or battleship design of the particular era. The crew are cadets. Great, you gave cadets a battleship. Nothing can go wrong in that particular plan. Fantastic. I can increase the displacement. Allows more equipment, more armor, more powerful armament, and increases the ship's structural durability during combat, but it also increases cost, requires more engine power to achieve high speeds, decreases maneuverability, and makes the ship a larger target. We'll probably just leave it where it is right now and go with that. I don't know. So I can increase and decrease the width of the ship and the height of the hull. We have maximum bulkheads, that's exciting. Speed of 14 knots is not terribly fast at all, although this is a probably steam-powered battleship, so I probably shouldn't complain too much. Yes, natural boiler, basic steam engine, semi-balanced rudder, that's terrifying, and a steam steering system. Iron armor plate, single hull bottom, standard bulkheads, and a citadel somewhere. And then some sort of armament and equipment somewhere as well. Dear Lord, there are a lot of options. And I need to change something in the settings so I can actually see what is going on. Aha. Alright, that's the hull. And we have a main tower. Oh dear God, more options. We can do a medium cage, a front tower, and more front towers. Various front towers. And then a secondary tower. Small cage and medium cage and various rear towers. Fair enough. Funnels. Triple funnels, dual funnels, air intake funnel. Seems somewhat necessary since both boilers and humies do tend to appreciate having air. And standard funnels. Fine. Barbettes. I can't have any barbettes? What? Why not? That's weird. Main guns. Centerline guns and side guns. Well, that's fairly straightforward. Secondary guns. 2 through 6-inch guns. Okay. Well, since we set up our ship to be secondary specific, I suppose we should focus on those when we get the chance. Casemate guns. Probably go in these little things right here. And torpedo launchers, which apparently we can't use because the game has decided to turn off torpedoes for the fight. Dear Lord. So many details. Okie dokie then. Hey, Introverted Extrovert, thank you for the donation to Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. Again, we are still raising funds for them, so feel free to donate there instead of tossing the currency at me. I won't mind. Won't even be offended. Let me catch up on chat real quick. Yeah, stability limits are probably determined by the... Where was it again? The beam and the draught. Those probably all will certainly affect the stability of... Maneuverability, stability, and resistance against hits, yes. A taller and larger hull is less stable shooting platform, but it's more resistant against flooding. I suppose that's true. And can carry more load. And a wider ship is likewise more stable, but it is less maneuverable and a larger target and requires a larger engine, as you might figure. If the ship's roll is 180 degrees, you have done something wrong. That seems correct, yes. We did not build a battleship, we built a submarine. That probably doesn't work so well in this game. The funnels don't actually matter aside from engine efficiency. I suppose that makes a certain degree of sense. Alright, so let's see if we can move ourselves around and start dropping some actual turrets on this thing. Or maybe we should start somewhere else. It's hard to say. We're going to start with that hull since that's the one we're working with. Medium cage mast 1 or 2. Cage masts are cool. Let's go ahead and drop one down and see what it does. Ah, so we can only drop it in certain locations. That makes a certain degree of sense. Otherwise it will fall off the front of the ship. That seems like a defect. We'll just drop it right there. Why not? Main tower is needed. Error amount. No mount. No mounts? Fine. I don't see your problem. The pitch is now 25.1. That seems not good. Apparently the cage mast is far too large for this particular hull. So let's remove that. And try a tiny one, perhaps. 240 tons. They get progressively larger. Although this one still weighs more than the cage mast, so I'm confused. Let's see what happens. No, it still increases the pitch and roll. How annoying. Fine, we'll do cage masts. They're entertaining if nothing else. Secondary tower. Wonder if we can balance this thing out. Rear tower, medium security tower? Medium secondary tower. Ah, I'll catch up eventually. Well, if that one's what, 200 and something tons, 204 tons, we should probably balance it out a little. And put down a rear tower number 2. Why not? Because it won't fit. That's why. Okay, that one will fit. Check. Will this one fit? Check. This one, also. Well, this one will fit. But this one won't? What? What's going on here? Fine, we'll do that one. Well, that is a goofy-looking warship so far. All right. What the hell's going on here? Funnels! Funnels. They probably go in the middle of the ship. I had to make a wild-ass assumption. Let's do a triple funnel large. Why not? I don't know. Oh, we can smoosh some of the ships or boats on board. That seems not great. We can balance out some weight. Okay, there we go. And do we need the air intake thingies as well? Maybe. Maybe not. Hard to say. And that's the small one. Good lord. How large is the large one? Not that much larger. Now I'm confused. Air intake funnel. Why not? Okay. They have all the friggin' funnels. Awesome! Apparently we can't build barbettes. I don't really know why. Ship doesn't have anywhere to put them, apparently. More's a pity. Main guns! Obviously you need something to shoot that battleship that we're trying to kill it with, so we'll give it 2. What do we got? Whoa! Hold on. Back. Back. There are lots of options. 9-inch, 10-inch, 11-inch, 12-inch. Dear Lord. Hold on. Let's go to secondary guns, because that's what we're actually trying to use to kill this thing, apparently. Let's see what we can do with secondaries on this. Why not go with 6-inch with just the one barrel? Are there ones that have dual barrels? Apparently not. Okay. Alright. 6-inch, one barrel. I can only put secondaries on those spots? Are you kidding me? It seems very limiting. Like, very limiting. Alright, fine. Put a secondary there. And another secondary up here. Okay. Not a very heavily armed battleship so far. This is going to be exciting. Casemate guns. Do 6-inch casemate guns, too. Do these count as secondaries? Because if they count as secondaries, this could be hilarious. Still with just the one barrel. Still with just the one barrel. Fine, 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 fine. Ooh, we can shove these all over the place. Oh, the casemate guns. Huh. Does it mirror them while I'm doing this? That'd be nice so I don't have to do both sides. Ah, it does. How kind of it. I feel like I haven't spent nearly enough money on this yet, but I haven't actually put any main guns on it, so that's probably part of the problem. I guess we might as well do the bow guns as well. No reason not to. Give me the spot. Where? Stop that. Fine. Bow gun, bow gun, bow gun. And stern chasers, because again, why not? Oh dear God, our pitch and roll just went out totally out of whack. That doesn't seem great. And our 4-weight offset is not great either. So how do I fix a pitch and roll? Fantastic. Make it fatter? No, it didn't do nearly as much as I thought it would. Yes, I know they found out the hull-mounted casemate guns didn't work out so well, mostly because they're limited, field of fire. If you look at the happy little diagrams when we were putting them in, they couldn't shoot hardly any directions aside from, like, straight out from themselves. But they're still funny! Stop moving that. Alright. Pitch and roll updates as you add things to the hull. Apparently that is true. Don't worry about it until you've got the ship ready, nearly complete. Fair enough. Venator is, in fact, the original Star Wars goofy-looking warship. Fine. Dockmaster, who runs a shipyard that specializes in dismantling, although technically cubifying isn't actually dismantling, it's like the most remantling you'd ever imagine, of starships, tries to design a seagoing ship from the ground up. Well, mostly the ground up. They gave me a hull, I suppose. You have made the USS festooned. All the games. Or all the guns, rather, yes. Yes, my main guns are not main guns. That's because we set the ship up for optimized secondary guns. I guess we could try putting main guns there instead and see what happens with this whole, like, balance thing being totally out of whack. You. How do I delete you? Back. Back. Delete. Delete? Not delete. Ah. No. Go away. Main guns. Centerline guns, I assume, are the correct answer. 12-inch all the way. 2-barrel 12-inch. Do they have more barrels? Just 2? How disappointing. I want one of those quad barrels, although I guess those didn't show up until World War II, probably. The Germans had crazy ideas, as is frequently the case in your planet. Woo! That one can't turn at all. That doesn't seem very useful. Alright, let's put that all the way forward. And let's go back here and grab this little idiot. Nope, not that. Damn it. Go away. Centerline gun, 12-inch, 2 barrels. Give it the best field of fire it can have. Although it doesn't really increase that much depending on how far astern I put it. In fact, it doesn't change at all between those two, hardly. So we'll just put it right there. Okay, that made our pitch and roll significantly worse, or better, sorry. So I guess main guns are strictly necessary in this game. How annoying. Can I put down main side guns? Is there a way to put those on these? Doesn't look like it. Cool. So, now we can probably get rid of the beam enhancement I did. That doesn't seem necessary anymore. Alright, pitch and roll seem fine. Forward weight offset seems entirely terrible. This thing's going to be nose heavy as hell. Maybe we should downgrade this guy to a single barrel? 12-inch single barrel? Still 20% forward on it. How peculiar. Smaller calibers can put in more places than the larger ones. Well, I guess that would make sense. For example, if we go back to the back. Side guns, 9 inches. 1 barrel. Doesn't look like there's anywhere to put them. Whatever. Alright. How can we change the weight distribution on this beast? Well, I guess 23% isn't that bad. Engine efficiency is through the roof, though, and I have no idea why. I assume that's because of all the various vents I put on it. So, that's nice. Okay, hold on. We have cadets. Can I... Oh. So that probably increases my cost significantly, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Okay, fine. Quarters cramped. Spacious. Might as well give my people good stuff. Oh, dear God. There are even more options. What on earth? I can change all the different power... Whoa. I could give it a gas turbine? Are you kidding me? What on earth? Well, balance motors are certainly better. Ah, maybe that's why I couldn't put barbettes on. Because it wasn't set up for them. Ooh, crop armor. Citadel type, standard bulkheads. Reinforced bulkheads. I don't think we need to worry about bulkheads so much since we're not going to get shot at very much. Armament type. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Electro-hydraulic. I think that'll blow our budget. And, yeah, required tech. We don't have that. We don't have that either. Standard shell size. Brown powder propellant. White powder propellant. Dear Lord. Holy monkeys. Someone very much clearly cares about the technology of the era, given the number and type of different details they have added into this game. My goodness. Secondary shells. I like how increased is apparently better than max. Odd. Oh no, it changes the ratios. I see. We're going up against a heavily armed battleship. I have no idea what the correct answer, or heavily armored battleship. I have no idea what the correct answer is for this game. For World of Warships, I would go with the AP type just to penetrate the armor better. Or, actually, I'd probably do HE because I just do love blowing off parts of their ship. Diameter plus... Increase in the barrel diameter inevitably increases the turret size, so the armor and steel construction weight and cost can increase considerably. By adjusting the diameter of the gun, it is possible to find an optimal gun performance and at the same time keep the weight and cost of the gun at a desirable setting. What on earth? I can make them stupidly long? Or, I think it actually means stupidly short. I can make them little nubby guns! Oh my god. Little nub! That doesn't seem very useful, though. Significant rate of fire bonus and are considerably cheaper and lighter, so I guess there's that. Nubby gun! Probably should go with a longer barrel, though. And we'll probably go with a balanced ratio for everything, just to shoot everything. Natural boilers. Induced boilers. We don't have the tech for it. Of course we don't. We don't have the tech for hardly anything. I do like the balanced rudder better, though. Nope, don't have that. Don't have barbettes. Single hull. Double hull. No. Citadel. Underwater protective deck. Well, they're not shooting at us, like I said, so that's not a problem. Okie dokie dokie dokie. Casement armor. You can really dial in everything you could ever want on this thing. Goodness gracious. Alright, we have 100 veterans, spacious quarters. Bulkheads are maximized. Do we care? Not really, but seems fine. Displacement, we can increase the speed. We gotta do this quick, right? Engine efficiency just dropped off, though. So let's put it back at 100, give or take a little, and leave it at that. 16 knots ain't bad, I suppose. Displacement, check, check, check. Alright, we have casemate guns. We have secondary guns. We have no barbettes because no tech. We have funnels, although I have no idea what they do. We have secondary tower and a main tower and a hull. And torpedo launchers would be totally superfluous since the game won't let us use them. We are under budget. Yay. Always good when you're under budget. Mostly, kind of, sort of. It really depends. And we seem to be more or less set up to go and do whatever the hell this game is meant to do. Let me catch up on chat real quick. Yes. Everyone did technically end up using quad guns at some point, and some people even stuck turrets on top of turrets. Yo, dog, I heard you like turrets. Y'all did some crazy things during the years. Hit the auto-design button at the top and see how bad the AI design shipped. Oh, dear Lord. There's an auto-design button. We should probably figure out how to save this. Auto-design, clear, and how do I... Copy? No. Well, maybe. Okay, there we go. Now we can go back to the Mississippi and see what happens if the auto designer takes over. You can interrupt it. Oh, that seems like a great idea. Oh, dear Lord! What on earth? What did they do? 12.333. Alright. Engine efficiency through the floor. Well, choices were made. 12 cadets. 12 cadets in spacious corridors. I love it. Alright, let's go to the one we actually kind of built. And yeah, I guess we can increase the range, although it doesn't really matter, I don't think, in the context of this particular instance. Alright. Brown prismatic powder had interesting characteristics. Oh, that seems exciting. And yes, you do have to worry about over-penetration in World of Warships by using armored piercing shells, which is even more entertaining in the British cruiser line, I think it is. One of the cruiser lines has, you can only take out semi-armor piercing rounds. It doesn't have a high explosive option. So you're not technically useless against destroyers, but you're almost there. Might want to move that rear turret back a bit towards the edge to get rid of the imbalance. I think it's as far back as it can go. Yeah. Now we could move the front turret back some. Won't affect its field of fire too much. 13.6 ain't bad. Alright, let's launch and see what happens. Error. Cannot build... Oh. What? How did I go above? I was below. Oh, that was a mistake. Okay. What on earth? I'm so confused now. When did my engine efficiency change? Why did it change? I just put that thing back. Okay. 101. Fine. Now we're good. Okay. Weird. And we're waiting, and we're waiting, and we're waiting. At least I have interesting historical anecdotes on the waiting screen. Top speed of 31 knots in 1901 is not bad. And speaking of the, oh, we can click to continue. Never mind. We have one battleship against the enemy of the British Empire. I am shocked. Absolutely shocked. Okay, how do I move this thing? Well, we're shooting already, that's good. Go that way? Why is it bobbing so much? Oh god. What is it doing? How do I get you to go closer? There we go, now we're penetrating things. Dear great maker, what is going on in the ship? It's like it desperately wants to be a submarine and the physics are working against it. Can I tell it where to target? No. But we seem to be doing enough damage as it is. There we go. Turn tighter. It's bobbing along. You can clearly see the forward weight distribution error, since it keeps auguring in with its nose. They appear to be on fire, so that's a bonus. Structure of 98%, flotation of 99%. That all seems good for them, I suppose. Can I pick where to shoot? Oh, they're flooding, though. That's not good for them. Again, can I pick where to shoot? No. They've lost 2.6% of their crew. That doesn't seem great for them. We can avoid... What is that? AI control. Oh, boy. Auto... What is... Deliberate fire? Aggressive. Ooh, let's go aggressive. Why not? We are at full speed. We can reverse. That makes sense. Well, those emplacement guns are doing at least something useful. And the bobbing seems to have finally stopped. That's nice. How are you doing over here? You're flooding still. That's not great for you. And we've crossed your T. That's nice. Although that ricocheted, which is not nice. Frustrating. Turn harder. Gave you a better friggin' rudder for a reason. Shoot info. 100% chance of hit, and another ricochet. Come on. At least they lost their stack or something? Or is that mine? Nope, that's theirs. Lost 5% of their crew already. Why do smooth sea waves count against an accurate shot? That doesn't make any sense. It's daytime, which makes it less accurate. Calm wind, which makes it less accurate. Two-barrel turret tech does make it less accurate. I buy that. We're maneuvering, which makes us less accurate. Okay, fine, fine. Guns of different barrels. So the twin barrel and the single barrel are making each other less accurate. I guess the targeting solution being provided by the towers would have to be different. Yep, okay, fine. Smooth sea waves. Really? Negative 14%? At least the crew training is helping us somewhat. Our speed is making us more accurate, but our maneuvering is making us less accurate. Well, I guess technically as you're moving, you're cutting through the waves as opposed to riding them, so that, I guess, makes a certain degree of sense. Engine vibrations are working against us, but that's because we're in some craptacular coal-powered steam boiler system. Well, we've taken out almost their entire top deck. And they are flooding even more now. We're over-penetrating their main tower. Can we switch up to auto shell type? Let's just go to HEs. Why not? See what happens. Partial penetration and fire! Fire is always good. Fire is never your friend at sea. Oh yeah, they've got quite a large fire going on back in their... Oh, they've got lots of fires going on. Well, that's not great. Lost 10% of their crew now. Partial penetration, fire, and destroyed a casemate. Nice. Flagship communications. What? What are you going on about now? I get a 5% bonus for flagship communications. I have no idea what that means. Target's own slow speed increases our active... Well, that makes sense. Long range tech and tower. Okay. Slight sun glare is decreasing our accuracy because we're steaming into the sun now, and the enemy ship, the glare off the ocean was being a problem. Wow. Someone, yeah, definitely wanted to account for all the potential details involved. My goodness. Range found, plus 509% accuracy. Well, yeah, I think we've dialed in their range. How are they doing over there? Pretty much everything is on fire or sinking. Makes sense. We're getting a running tally of what's going on down here. 151 damage, 160 damage. We're not doing a whole lot of... Our main guns are definitely doing the majority of the damage. We have 5 minutes and 51 seconds left to get rid of this guy, which might actually be challenging. Still somewhat perturbed. I can't tell my gunners specifically where to shoot. Doesn't seem to be any kind of setting for that. You can do formation operations. That's cool. I mean, I can't do formations with just one ship because we're pretty much always in formation with ourselves. But interesting detail, at least. Maybe I should have given myself a double-barrel forward gun as well, and that way they'd be matched up and our targeting might be a little better. Is that a piece of their ship or a bird? I think it was a piece of their ship that just went flying off. Alright. Oh, dang. I think we just took out their main tower entirely. Yeah, we did. That was nice. Maybe we'll go to letting the system choose its own shell types now, and that might speed up the destruction a little more. Reduce speed to cruise. Cruise? Cruise is an option? I'm at flank right now. Cruise is not an option. That's true. We can go to half. Might as well. Coming to a stop would probably decrease our accuracy, since then the waves would be causing all kinds of problems for our ship. And ships almost never they try to almost never stop on your ocean. The ride gets very uncomfortable. I am very confused about the difference in the two diagrams. So that thing's showing all red, with the towers and the stacks still intact, while the other diagram is showing less red and the tower and the stacks gone. I really don't understand the dichotomy between the two diagrams of what I assume to be the Empress of India, because we haven't taken any damage, so we shouldn't show us taking any damage. Maybe that's penetration? Are we destroying their hull so the rounds can penetrate more? Are they that detailed? Small square area. Cruise speed gives accuracy bonus. Oh, well look at that. Fine. Seriously, that whole thing is red now. I have no idea what's going on. We have 2 minutes left, and she is a long way from dead. Structure 71%, floating 73%, and I'm assuming the blue and red bars indicate her nominal health. If I could... Time is running out. No kidding. Well, they wouldn't let me use torpedoes, so I'm having to do other things. Red means I can't penetrate. Oh, well that's a problem. Because we've just been hammering away on something that we can't penetrate. Fine. That would explain all the blocked indications. See what else is going on in chat while this is fine. Oop. Oh, return to flagship. Oh, that's the flagship. That's why I get flagship bonuses or whatever. I guess that makes certain sense. I thought we already destroyed the main tower. What? I'm confused. Well, I don't think we're going to make it this time, Humies. I'll go ahead and speed this up a little. Because, wow, it's taking a while. I mean, her entire bow is sunk, but beyond that... We did not win! They killed 293 of their crew, though. That's got to count for something, right? Well, main gun, secondary guns were astonishingly accurate. The main guns were okay. Huh. I like how her fuel went down when she wasn't even moving. That's amusing. Mission failed, retry. Can we retry the build, or do we have to... Okay, there we go. That's good. Okie dokie. So, okie dokie. We should clearly give this thing a double-barrel forward system. That should increase some DACA. Unfortunately, it increases our forward weight significantly, which is annoying. Do I actually need this thing? I don't think I need this thing. The fresh air breathing tower. Stop that. Decreases our engine efficiency significantly, but it fixes our balancing problem. Plus 16 smoke interference for target signature, funnel capacity. So the air intake doesn't actually do anything. Okay, fine. It's the same thing as every other funnel. Now we know that. Fine. So now we need to decrease our speed a little to offset the lack of funnel, which should make other things happier. And now our pitch and roll went up. That's not great. Bulkhead's maximum? Do we care? Standard. Not another. It, in fact, increased our forward. Oh, for heaven's sake. All right. 20.5, 19, 13, 10, 8, 7.5, 7, 6. Okay, fine. You can fit smaller ones in the space. Well, that seems true. Very small dual. Let's see what happens. Okay. Very small dual. Uno. Dos. Okay. Engine efficiency is still about the same, and we have decreased our forward weight offset significantly. That seems good. Still can't put barbettes on. Still can't do... Wait. Is there somewhere I can put these? Because it would be nice to have. Oh! Speaking of turrets on turrets. How big of a turret can I put on top of a turret? There we go. Bloop. Behold, our guns have guns. What the hell? What? Wait. I couldn't be seen. What? Wait. What? Why can it only shoot right? I'm so confused. It's got to be the air intakes on the turret. But that one has air intakes too. What? That's a 6-inch. That's a very large 6-inch. Did I put... Oh, wait. What did I do? I did something funny, didn't I? What on earth did I do? I put a secondary on top of that. Yes. Okay, fine. What? Okay, I thought I put a secondary on top of that. Now I'm confused. They can only shoot out to the side. What? Okie dokie. What's going on here? I'm so confused. Okay, I clearly can't put side guns or main guns on top of main guns because that would just be kind of ridiculous, wouldn't it? But now it's giving me some issues about putting the... There we go. Okay, so 2-inch has actual turning abilities. 3-inch has turning abilities. What about 4-inch? Fine. 5-inch? Fine. And now 6-inch. I have no idea what it was freaking out about earlier. It put a different kind of turret on top instead of the right kind of turret. Fine. Choices were made. Our turrets now have turrets. Win! We put in the biggest casemate guns I think we could. 6-inchers, yep. And they didn't have any options for barrel count. Okay, so we've given ourselves one more main gun and 2 additional secondary guns. Is there anywhere else I can shove things? Wait, right there? No. It does not appear to want to let me put anything else anywhere else. Great. I feel like we have maximized this thing's DACA, and somehow we are still not strong enough to do what we need to do. What else can we do? Base fuse, fine. These all require tech, don't they? Yep, these all require tech. Standard AP shells. Yep. Standard shell size. Light shells. They do less damage. Heavy shells? They do more damage, but have lots of other problems. Whew. Okay. And then super heavy. Standard shell ammo, reduced shell rounds, increased shell rounds, more ammo, of course, yes. Black powder bursting charge, we can't do anything about that. Hydraulic turrets, we can't do anything about that. And we can't do anything about the weight. We can reload them faster. Hull weight, increase the weight, increase the weight. Traverse time is increased. We can make them reload faster, that seems good. But then we go over budget. Okay, we can probably find a way to balance that out. Maybe you guys don't need spacious quarters. Or do we need 100 veterans or just like 90 veterans? There we go. That'll do it. Can we shove in more casemate guns anywhere on this hull? I think everything that can be armed is currently armed. Alright, let's see about armor, turret armor, don't care, casemate armor, don't care, gun caliber. So what if we mess with this again? What does that do? Click to manually edit. And we can go, nope, over budget. 12.3 inch gun! Why not? Question mark? Wait, why do I have 2-inch guns? I thought we put 6s on. What is... This game is very weird. It seems to be rearranging things on me without my consent. What are you? 2-inch gun, 6-inch gun, casemate armor, caliber. What? You want to act? No. How do I make you go away? Why can't I select the weird little turret on top? Okay, there we go. What are you? Oh, crap. Come on. This is getting frustrating. Cost above current funds. Fine. Alright, put that back down. Okay, we have a 6-inch gun. Cool. Some parts will be badly placed. No kidding, because you're not letting me do what you're meant to do. Do the thing! Alright, I'm going to get rid of our budget and see if I just can't put down this stupid little fornicating gun where it's meant to go. You're a 2-inch gun. Fine. You're a 2-inch gun. Why are you both 2-inch guns? I swear to the Great Maker I put 6 inches on these. And now it's back to doing this again. I have no idea what's going on anymore. I am so confused. We're back to stupid turrets that can't turn right. I can't put a casemate gun on top of it. That makes sense. Okay, fine. I'll buy that. Buy that for $1. Can't put side guns on top of it. Also makes sense. Fine, 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 fine. Be funny if you could, though. What on... Why? Why is it suddenly so big? That's what she said? Introverted extrovert again. Thank you for your donation. Click on Hull to reset. Great. You. Go away. And hold reset. Fine. Introverted extrovert, have a great one, and as always, thank you for your contributions, both in chat and financial. More casemate gun slots are available for smaller casemate guns. Okay, casemate guns, smaller casemate guns. 2-inch. Oh! Look at all the guns we could shove in. Wee guns. Look at all the wee little guns. Those are adorable. Now, what's going on with the superposed guns? Pissing me off. Fine. I'm just going to put a 2-inch on top of this thing, because at this point I have no idea what the hell's going on, and I'm not going to argue with it, because it's just starting to piss me off. Alright, we have significantly increased the DACA on this thing. I have no idea if it'll be enough to get through whatever we're shooting at, but it has a lot more guns now. So, win. Over budget, over budget, over budget, over budget, under budget. Over budget, under budget. 90 veterans, that seems fine. We have 2-inch guns, we have 6-inch guns, we have 12-inch guns, we have all the guns. Fine. I can check to see if the secondary casemates can hold anything else, but it looks like no. Oh, maybe. No, they can hold 3-inch guns. What about 4-inch guns? 4-inch guns, check. Okay, what about 5-inch guns? Check. What about 6-inch guns? And what a 6-inch gun up there? Why didn't they tell me that already? Go away. Go away. No, no, what did I... That's a 2. That's a 2-2. That's a 2. Okay, we've taken out all those. Now if we do go back to casemates, we go back to 6. They can't go up there. So hold on, what are you? You're a 4-inch. Casemate, 4-inch. Okay. 5-inch. Okay. 6-inch. Not okay. Fine, we'll do 5 inches then. And we're over budget because the 5 inches cost more. That figures. What about you? You guys were 2 inches. Can we put a 3? Do I hear 4? 4 seems bad. 3 it is. Maybe not 3. Four? Not 4. 3. 3. Not 3. Something about the bridge construction is not allowing us to do... Now what's your problem? Fine. Okay. There. Okie dokie. Dear Lord. Now we have basically like every caliber on the ship. It's getting kind of ridiculous. And we're still over budget. Of course. We don't really need armor that much, do we? Because we're not getting shot at very much. So reducing that, of course, decreased cost. Let's hope so. We can decrease turret armor, because that might decrease our weight a little. How about that? Getting there, getting there. Come on, come on, come on, come on. All the way down. Let's just leave it at 10. Seems like enough. Casemate armor, 5-inch guns, 2-inch guns. Yeah, do not that. We'll decrease our conning tower's armor some. Got a long way to go. I feel like I'm nibbling about the edges at this point. Maybe we'll just decrease our veteran status a little. There, fine. Under budget. Or yeah, the standard crew quarters could solve the problem too. Well, boom. No mounts. Okay, okay, okay. Maximal DACA. If this doesn't work, I have no idea what the hell's going to happen. So, fine. And we learned some things. There's no such thing as too many guns. There's only open fire and reload. This is pretty much standard operating procedure. Alright. Kind of curious to see what the AI can do one more time, because it's funny. Go do something. That was not that bad. The wee little turds are kind of funny. And I'm pretty sure that one can't turn. Oh no, it can turn. Okay. 9.4-inch snubby barrel guns. It's not that bad. Now, granted, we don't actually have that much tech available to us, although the 4-weight offset is pretty hysterical. That's going to sink, guys. Okie dokie. Some parts are badly placed. Error floor. Okay. We didn't have that problem a minute ago. Some parts are badly placed. You gonna tell me which parts? That would be nice. I can't even tell which one's wrong. Nope, now it's highlighting that one. 2-inch gun, right there. Stop arguing with me. What's with all the plus inside the rear double gun? So the guns have different mounting locations, and I shoved this one on the furthest aft mounting location just to try and balance our 4-weight offset problem. So you can apparently slide these around to fiddle with balancing issues. Some parts are badly placed. Fine, tell me which ones. No, they're not badly placed. Okay, this game's a little quirky in places. Let's go find out what we can do with now all the guns. Here we go. Once again, the British Empire. What did they do? Bloop. Alright, so we want to maintain cruise speed, apparently. Gives an accuracy bonus. Fine, 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 fine. And we're going to eventually cross their T, but that's somewhat unavoidable. Because we want to keep them in, you know... Woo! Look at all the guns! All the guns! I don't think we're going to mess with our gun setting this time around. We're not going in reverse. Rudders engaged. Sail. Okay. Well, now we're hammering on them pretty solidly. They're already on fire, although they are blocking a lot of our damage, unfortunately. Cruise speed is making us more accurate. Engine vibrations are being a problem. 2 barrels turret tech. Fine, that's expected, but now we don't have the mixed barrel count problem affecting us. Various funnel emissions are decreasing our accuracy. That's funny. Our smoke screen is causing problems for us. I guess I should have seen that coming. The turret-mounted turrets are astonishingly inaccurate, but everything else is doing pretty well. Alright, we're going to zip along a little, I think, because normal speed is pretty slow. She's already flooding again, so that's nice. Woo! Those main guns are somewhat startling when they go off, aren't they? Okay, now everybody's back up to 100%. And now once we cross her T, we should go ahead and get alongside her again. And slow down maybe, and wow, a lot of that ship is on fire. Because now we can't penetrate squat, but that's okay. We'll swing around and go out the other side. Already she's, I think, more damaged than our last attempt at this, so more guns is obviously the solution. Because, I mean, some of them are going to deflect and you know, woohoo, bounce. Over penetration, okay, fine. Yeah, but now that we have more shells in the air, we have more chance of something going in. Alright. Everything's on fire. Her bow is almost entirely flooded. Our guns are basically at max accuracy. How she's regaining some float percentages, I have no idea. I guess she's got a crew on board patching her up. I mean, if the solution isn't more guns, the solution is bigger guns. And the real solution is more bigger guns. So, yeah. Whew! I love how we're causing damage below the waterline. I mean, that's the only way that the Orion would be flooding right now, is we're making hits below the waterline, except most shells don't work so well through, you know, water. And we don't have torpedoes. Well, she's about to sink, whether we blow her up or not, so that's good. "2% floating!" Such a strange way of measuring that metric. Only 1% of the ship is currently floating. Oh. 0.5%. 0.2%. And she sank. Well, that's what happens when you only have 1% of your ship floating. And there you have it, ladies and gentle people. Apparently, 1890. That is, Ultimate Admiral's Dreadnought or something? How peculiar. And then there's a whole pile of, well, individual missions that you can take a look at. Going up where they redo the Virginia and the Monitor. Oh, goodness gracious. That must be entertaining and fun. 90 minutes. Yeah, that fight was protracted. Oof. And then if you don't want to do the Naval Academy reenactments, apparently it does campaigns and custom battles, and I heard a rumor that there's going to be multiplayer added to the game at some point in the future, which I am sure is going to be entertaining. But I have been talking at y'all for, I think, long enough at this point, and I dare say that you probably have other things to be doing with your time. We certainly made up for yesterday's somewhat shorter episode. So, unless anyone has any pressing concerns or questions, I think we'll probably pull the plug on this momentarily. Ah, multiplayer is already in beta testing. Well, that's good. Kind of curious what a custom battle boils down to. So you pick your year, you pick your engagement ranges, you pick your various ships involved. Unlock. All nations hulls selected for year of fleet. Oh, interesting. Does Quick Start just generate some random frickin' boats and let you start going at it or something? Let's find out. It's thinking quite a lot, so that's a good sign. Hold on. So, the Russian Borodino class was based off of the French-built Sarasevich modified to use Russian equipment. I am so confused. That's so much incest and crossbreeding and all kinds of other things going on with your warship development. It's still thinking. Maybe it is auto-generating all those individual ships. Maybe we should have cut down the number of ships involved in this particular engagement. But we're committed now. Building battle cruiser. Okie dokie. Building heavy cruiser. Yeah, it's actually running the AI generation system for the various ships. For, what was it, the British and the French in 1911, or the Americans and the French? Building destroyer. Okay. I like that you could add a, what's it called? A transport to the combat, because that seems really not helpful. Clean up, preparing for battle. Okie dokie. So we have battleship, battlecruiser, heavy cruiser, light cruiser, destroyer on both sides. And how do we pause? Pause. So yeah, they're just random auto-generated warships. And then I assume somewhere way over there. Ah, so here's our visibility range. So we've heard rumors that there might be a French fleet over here. Yep, unidentified. Well, somebody can see something out here. F1G near 20 kilometers? Maybe French detected or something, basically? It's trying to identify... Oh, they're already shooting at us. Well, that doesn't seem great. Okay, so yeah, apparently it just auto-generates warships, and you can go and do things. Shoot at each other. It's not a bad-looking main. I wonder if it actually is the main. I'm not familiar enough with your ship designs, but it could be. I could believe that was the main, and it was just using actual warships. Fig near is my comms range. Okay, so that's how far... Ah, so if my ships get too separated, they can't talk to each other. That's exciting. But anyways, interesting game. Lots of options available to it, apparently. And maybe we'll try this again. Although, it somewhat is a lengthy game, I have to admit. So... well, I remember certain aspects about the main, but not the specific design of it. Anyways, in that case, I will leave y'all to apparently watching your paint dry, and my apologies for having nothing better to do with your time. If you feel like it, dig up this game, and maybe we'll, like I said, maybe we'll try Stanley Parable again in the future, or again, we'll try Stanley Parable at all in the future, but I'll have to figure out how to make it something special, since so many of you seem to want it. Anyways, enjoy the free stream today. And I fear that Mitchell Oates is correct, and I may waste way too much time trying to design random-ass ships in that very strange game. I will leave you all to it, and as always, a good night and good luck.